Hey guys, what is up? Welcome back to Roots and Refuge Farm. I'm in my house right now, and you'll notice it's a little bit in disarray because we are getting the Christmas stuff down and out, and I'm unpacking a lot of my books that have been in storage and getting my bookshelves all set up. I was situating with some of my house plants, so I've got plants all over the place, books all over the place. And I paused because we have some guests that stopped by on their way down to their vacation. So I thought I would run in and grab my camera and bring you guys along to say hello. What do you think, Henry? Are you seeing Katie? Are you seeing Katie? Hello, Rhodes family.
Hey.
Having a little picnic in the driveway. You got your caravan situation here.
We're extra.
You are extra.
We're
That
going on
is.
vacation with a trailer. There's a toilet in there.
You better mention the toilet or I'm gonna bust you out. That is a toilet trailer.
We bring our own milk. We bring our own meat. We bring our own toilet.
Yeah, none of that matters. The only thing that matters is that there's a toilet in your trailer. All the
You
other
have
stuff.
to see it now.
Now we gotta show
I
it.
don't have to go into a gas station.
Hey, I think it's brilliant to not have to load the kids in through a gas station. Yep,
Ta-da.
check that out. That is one
Give
Jeremiah.
them the details. Give them the details.
I mean, look, I'm a big guy. It's fairly comfortable.
We have
It's got a light. It's got a punch
Okay,
light.
no, you got a light. I see that.
You gotta have the car on for that.
It really could use like a handle.
Turn on the car. You got a light in here.
Like a lever handle, you know what I mean? I don't know how much. Well, you,
Yeah.
pounds of potatoes.
But hey, if somebody asks how do you eat a really clean Whole Foods diet and travel, you take a trailer and you pack
Show
ice
us.
chests.
Look, for real. There's a bushel of potatoes.
We have our nice.
There's 6 Yeti coolers. One of them's full of meat, 2 milks, 14 dozen eggs. We've been saving eggs for a couple of weeks.
We've been saving eggs.
And you have your bikes.
We
and all
got
that.
we brought the bikes,
There's a bucket of rice.
Nice.
and I brought my pillow. I can't. Everybody brought their pillow. They always used to make fun of me because I brought my pillow, and now everybody
no,
brings their pillow.
I'm the guy that like gets on the airplane and I've got like my body pillow. I'm like stuffing it in the overhead compartment because I'm like, I don't travel without that.
Okay, y'all. So, did a little bit of video yesterday when the roads were over. And then I put this down because we were scrambling to get our house ready. Oh, I showed you my laundry room there. To get our house ready for today, where we were going to be filming Wilder Still. And right now, I'm going to give you guys kind of a behind-the-scenes look at what this looks like. So we've been filming this docu-series through the process of moving, kind of setting up our farm, and sharing this story of sort of our background and just our personal journey in homesteading and in life. Because we have these big dreams to really build some beautiful things here in this region, and we just wanted to have this story told. But I'm going to show you guys kind of the behind the scenes of that because we're working on something kind of fun right now. So my living room is a set. As you can see, we just did a great interview in here. We did successfully get our bookshelves set up. They weren't in the show, but they are set up. And we have these lovely gentlemen here. Hello, guys.
What's up?
Guys, can you tell my viewers a little bit? Lee, why don't you take the lead here? Lee's like, whatever. Tell me about who you guys are.
We are a ragtag group of creatives. We are, it's a long joke. We are Armosa Studios. We're a video company, a video production agency out of Florence, Alabama, of all places.
Yeah.
And we make ads and documentary series, apparently, and all sorts, and pizza.
Yeah.
And we love the Sowards and Roots and Refuge and Abundance Plus and the Roads and all these fine folk.
Lee here is who we have to thank for our new pizza endeavor, and the fact that I've eaten pizza I think like 5 times in the last 2 weeks.
Jessica just thinks she's an influencer. I'm the real. I'm the
true.
real influencer. That's really what
It's
she's
true.
saying. That's what she's trying to say.
So he is really into making pizza. And when I first met Lee, he told me that. You said, I love pizza. I love making pizza. I'm all about pizza. In talking to him, following on Instagram, I was like, oh my gosh, like you're doing this thing. And he's the one who told Maya about the pizza oven that I ended up getting Maya for Christmas. And so we have the master at work here in our kitchen, and I got some stuff, and he is going to be kind of showing us his ways. Yes.
Do my best. Let's see. No pressure.
He messaged Maya, yeah, no pressure. He messaged Maya and said, what do I need to bring for the pizza? And Jeremiah said, skills with a Z. So
See what I can do.
I hope you brought your skills with a Z. We got some flour and we're gonna put together some pizza dough. I feel pretty excited about it when you get that calculator out.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure. Well, we were just figuring out how many we have to make, and I don't know that I've ever made as many as we're about to make.
Yeah, I was about to say, when's the last time you made 16 pizzas?
I've never made 16 pizzas.
You said 1720, right?
I did, yep.
Yeah, this is really good stuff.
It's in my hand. I need to do that more often.
Now I got this fancy lighting for my vlog. Earlier we didn't have the lights on.
Once you kill this light, it'll be so dark. That's the thing. If you get used to it, put it off.
So what were your thoughts like when you first started making pizza at home in like a fast firing pizza oven?
The first time I ever really did it, I did it for like 20 people.
Oh my
and I
gosh.
made 10 pizzas. And I was completely overwhelmed and like stressed, and so I just had no idea what I was doing. I measured out my yeast. I had dry yeast, and I read the recipe wrong, and I measured it out for fresh.
Right.
So I had like a pound of like dry, I mean, I had a ton of dry. So I left my bowl for like an hour, and I came back, and it was, and I called my sister. I was like, is this normal? And she was like, no, this is not normal. And then we figured out what I did. So I had to freeze it, and then the next day, and I'm like cooking for 20 people. Man. So I was just really overwhelmed. I was like, I have no idea what I'm doing. And then I went outside and I realized I didn't have like a table to put my oven on. So I just did it like on the ground.
Oh no.
And I was just like, this is a disaster. And I launched a pizza and then pulled it out to turn it. And I was like, that looks okay. That's really bad. You know, I was like, oh my gosh, this is like gonna work. And it was, looking back, it looks horrible. It looks so bad. I think
is that the one you sent me the photo
I did.
of?
I was like, this, just be encouraged. This was the first time. And it's like, I just had no idea. I've never really baked. I'd never really made dough. So I was just very overwhelmed. So it was just a very
wow, that's cool. So
scary, but it was really fun.
You didn't have like bread making history under your belt.
I had never, nothing.
Yeah.
I had never baked anything.
Look at you working this dough ball like a pro.
Done it a bunch. It's all you just do. I always just tell people, they're like, what do I need to do? I was like, you just need to make pizza.
Yeah.
You need to bake bad pizza.
Yeah.
every weekend for like a month, and you'll be great. Like you'll just learn everything you need to know if you just do it. So it's really fun.
Those are some sage words of wisdom for life. If you want to do something, be willing to do it bad. You know, like, and just do it bad enough.
Anything worth doing is worth doing poorly.
Yes, that's true.
That's the way to think.
That's what I tell people all the time with the garden. I'm like, just start gardening. Just start growing. The sooner you start, the sooner you'll be good. Y'all, William gets all up in all of their camera stuff. He'll be like sitting in amongst very expensive lenses.
Find out.
Are you precious too, William? You belong in a protected case.
Right, that's
All right, everybody is taking a lunch break, and I'm gonna take a little vlog break. I like being able to show you guys kind of the behind the scenes of that. It's funny, like the pizza thing. I love finding hobbies. Like, I just like trying new things, and the pizza thing has been really fun. So it was cool that Lee kind of turned us on to that. And I was really excited for an opportunity to have him come kind of teach us some of his tricks, because he's been making pizza at home with his pizza oven for the last couple of years. But I'll tell you, the thing I'm most excited about is making pizza once I have a garden really producing again. Oh, being able to pick all those fresh things and put them on a pizza is gonna be so good. Speaking of gardens, Noah and Maya today are making the material list for the window greenhouse. And I am so excited about this. Now, we are going to be filming this process and talking about what we're doing. The nature of doing a reclaimed window greenhouse is that, like, it's all gonna have to be somewhat varied. Like, you're not gonna find the exact same windows that I found, but you know, you'll have to work with the materials that you have. Using any sort of reclaimed materials is that way, but we are gonna share the process with you guys. You can see my little flags here. It's so hard to convey space on a wide angle lens, but this is gonna be 16 by 20. We're gonna put a table in the middle, and I'm really excited. I've greatly missed having a greenhouse space. Just kind of like a little refuge to get away from the winter. Really, that's what it is. I would spend so much time in my greenhouse just, you know, really just playing, you know, like soil therapy, if you will. Planting seeds. I would take cuttings off house plants and just growing salad greens. Y'all already ate today. Hey, you already ate. No secondsies for you. You don't get seconds. I've had several people recently ask me about our ducks and ask if we still had them. All our ducks stay in this pond where the pigs are, and these pigs are really nippy, so I can't get in there with them. But you can see, here's our flock of ducks over here, and the geese. They come up more. There's one of them. We're actually going to be moving the pigs out of here and starting our pasturing program with them soon, because they're wearing this space out pretty good. We want to stop that. Gabriel, you are such a good boy. So we milk in the morning, obviously, and then the rest of the day the cows are out in the pasture. But I wanted to show you guys that this morning I noticed that Helen's udder has changed. You're probably not going to be able to tell that it's changed because you're not looking at her udder every single day, but I am, and I'm telling you, it's changed. Oh my gosh, I hate when Honey does this. She lays on her side, which is so scary looking for a cow. Hey girls. Hey big girls. Look at those big pretty girls. Isn't she lovely? Look at this pretty cow. You're not gonna stand up and show your udder, are you? They have zero interest in impressing me, but I'm so impressed. Hey Noah.
Hey.
What are you doing?
I was just coming out to see if you had the keys.
Oh, I do. I had the keys to the car in my pocket, so Noah came to get them. Okay, but when he came out here, Helen stood up. Y'all see that? It's just a tiny bit of udder development. If you've missed it, Helen is due to calve in, hold on, 18 days. And I noticed just this last 2 days that her udder has been just changing ever so slightly every day, and it's very exciting to me. Cool thing, make sure I don't have any feed in the back here. Okay, I don't. Sometimes Maya will go ahead and pull the evening feed for the cows, and he'll have it in the back of the side-by-side, and I won't realize it. And I'll ride out here because I usually come out at least once in the afternoon and just like make one whip through the pasture and look at everything. But the times that I've come out here with feed in the back, it's like I'll have all the animals, like the whole farm, that once they realize, I don't know how they communicate it to each other, but they do, and like they'll all be like coming after the side by side while I drive through the pasture. Helen is supposed to have a heifer. They did use sexed semen to artificially inseminate her. The reason why I've had a few people be like, why are you skeptical about that? I just know it's not 100%. I know that that makes it much more likely that she will have a female calf, a heifer calf, but I know that that's not a 100% process. And I am trying to like control my excitement, because if it is a bull calf, I won't be keeping him. The bull that was used is a really, really good bull. Helen is a really good cow. And he's probably just, I don't know, we'll just have to see what it turns out. Hopefully it's just a heifer. I won't have to think about that, about what to do with the bull calf. But I'm kind of just trying to maintain my own level of emotional connection here. Now, I will tell you that I have had a name picked out that I thought would be the name for my first dairy cow. The name does begin with an H, and it was what I have planned for years to name my first dairy cow. But then I met Hannah and I bought Hope, which she was named Hope. And since Hannah and I became friends and I knew that she was still going to be like around Hope and coming around, I didn't want to change Hope's name. I wanted to keep it the same. That'd been her name for 4 years, and it was a good name, and it was an H name, so it went with my picked name. But I didn't want to use my picked name on Honey because what are y'all doing over here, huh? What you doing, girl? What you doing? No, I don't have any Maya for you. Helen does love her some Maya. I didn't want to use the name on Honey because I just wasn't sure what we were going to do with her. I wasn't sure if we were going to even keep her or what we were going to do. So I didn't want to waste my like name. I very much wanted to name a Jersey this that I was going to have for a long time. Well, then I found Helen, and Helen was already named Helen. And Helen is Maya's Nana's name, who we adore. And it was just kind of too perfect. And it was like, well, we'll just keep her name Helen. And so now I have Hope, Honey, and Helen. And if this is a heifer calf, I'll give her my dream cow name. If it's a heifer. So yeah, I'm kind of excited and very hopeful that the whole sexed semen thing actually worked and I do get a heifer calf out of her. Scooch out of the way, girlfriend. You kind of can tell that Helen's starting to hang a little low and stick out a little more on the right side. And I've been watching her closely, and like you can see occasionally you'll see the baby just bouncing all over the place. It's pretty cool. So we're gonna be shooting into the evening with Wildersill. We're kind of doing like a pizza party this evening and just talking about community and all of the trial and beauty of our journey to this place where we are. When Maya came in today and it told me that they were working on like the cut list and like what all they needed, material list for the window greenhouse, I just became so excited. I guess I do have a tendency to like insulate myself from disappointment, as you can see with like the heifer calf. Well, it might not be a heifer calf, and I've definitely had this thing where I'm trying to like keep a margin of grace because we're doing so many things that I've been like, well, we might not get the greenhouse done by spring in time for seed starting. And he's assured me that we will, but I think I needed to just, like I said, insulate myself from disappointment. And that's something I'm trying to not do as much. I think that's not necessarily coming from the healthiest part of my heart, but the idea of having that window greenhouse to go in and just, you know, a month and a half and start the seeds for this year's garden. We're so close. I know that it is the dreariest part of winter, but just that glimmer of hope and what it gives you, it's really sweet. And the idea of having lots of little sprouts coming up, the idea of having a garden again, it's giving me a lot of hope. So hope you guys enjoyed this little behind the scenes look and twirl around the pasture. Thank you for hanging out with me. I bless you. Until next time.